What up, what up, what up? My name is Ace Boogie. I'm Boogie with the hoodie, but Ace Boogie. Many of y'all know me from doing old funny Snapchats, nasty ass Twitters. But I've been wanting to start and do like a little not Facebook, but a little YouTube page. And for the longest, I've been posting videos or whatnot. And I just kind of lost my steam, lost focus. You know how you start off doing one thing, being focused on one thing, but I just wanted to kind of switch lanes. Like a lot of my friends was like, you should do stand up or whatnot. And I'm like, I don't think I'm funny like that. I was like, oh yeah, you naturally funny. No, you can be naturally funny all day. But stand-up comedy is a motherfucking job. That's some real shit. That's not some shit you just jump into all willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Now, do I think my stories are funny? Yeah, my stories may be a little funny, ha ha. But I don't know if I could do a whole routine off that shit. But I do know I know music. I do know I know pop culture. And I do know a few things about what's entertaining and whatnot. So I figured I might as well just start posting some shit and see how it goes. Now, I know a lot of people are TV heads like me. Maybe you were interested in the new Power or whatnot, or Ghost, whatever they want to call it. But everybody was telling me, oh, it's whack. It's not as good as Power. Well, if you ask me, the last season of Power wasn't that goddamn good to begin with. Really, when they shot Angela, I just felt kind of, like, okay, where y'all going with this? I was just gonna motherfucking end. And I was quite satisfied with the ending. Is it like a Hamlet ending where the son kills the father or some shit like that? One of them Shakespearean plays, they always killing each other. Family always killing each other in them motherfucking plays. But either way, I was satisfied with how the story wrapped up. But for them to, give me a continuation on the son and make it interesting and still have some of the characters from Power, it was really good. I like the story. I like how it unfolded. I especially like Mary J. She played a good little gangster bitch. Niggas always have some shit to say whenever, somebody is trying something new. Not saying Mary ain't acted in other movies before, because I've seen her in other shit and she was good then too. But to me, she was good in Power. But I kept reading reviews and seeing on blogs where people were like throwing a little shade. She's unbelievable. I don't believe her. She need to step her game. Bitch, most gangsters that I know are low-key. Shit. Most thugs I know are crazy as fuck. And these niggas out here calling themselves thugs, they don't really be thugs. They be thug adjacent. Because most thugs I know kind of be silent. Silent but deadly. You don't be expecting them to fuck the shit up, but then they snap, crackle, and pop and fuck the shit up. They don't walk around with all that mouth. Them niggas with all that mouth, they pussy ussy. But I think Mary did a good job with her little role. I liked her daughter. They even included some gay shit, which I didn't think 50 Cent would do. But he do keep a gay or two around him, so it's not surprising. Hell, my new job got me thinking everybody kind of fluid. So who knows? 50 may not like a little booty or dick in his life. I'm not the one to judge. Never me. Either way, I'm just saying it's a good ass show. If you ain't had a chance to binge watch Ghost, go ahead and do that because it's a good ass show. I really liked it. I like how they concluded the season, and I really can't wait until it starts back up. I'm ready to see where they're going with this shit. I lost my motherfucking cable, right? Let's technically say I ain't lost it. I ain't never really had it. I stopped doing cable about 3 years ago. I think I watch everything on my motherfucking phone, cast it to my TV. Who pays for a cable provider? So I don't really be knowing what come on TV anymore. I check for what I want to watch, and I binge watch it, and it might go to my favorites. I'm a Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, HBO Max, what else? Netflix watching motherfucker, and YouTube. You know. But besides Power, I've been watching Lovecraft Country, and I was thoroughly and pleasantly surprised by this show. Now, it's been on for a minute, as far as I know. I just never took the time to look at it. I was like, I'm not interested in any slave shit. And these days and times, the shit that we going through, I don't want to hear no yes sir, no sir, master. No. I was not interested in no slave shit. So I just disregarded it because people were like, it's based in the old time. They wasn't giving me much details. But I see why. Because if you give away the plot of the show, if you give away what the show is really actually about, then, you basically give away the excitement of the story because it's ultimately a story that unfolds in front of you. And to be honest with you, I feel like Lovecraft Country should have been a motherfucking movie. The special effects is fire. The storyline is just meant for a motherfucking movie. It's not meant for TV. It's too much for TV. It's fire. It's fire. In my little opinion. And, I always got a good goddamn opinion. In my opinion, that is. But I don't want to give you too much information about Lovecraft Country. I just want to say it's really worth the watch. That's a good weed cough. Not old corona cough. Damn, it took me out though. Anyway, let's see. Lovecraft Country, Ghost, Snowfall. I never checked out Snowfall because I kind of feel like I've seen the story of Freeway Ricky. Like, you've seen it in some capacity. You've read about it. It's been in all the motherfucking movies. What more can you do? But Free Fall is definitely well written. It's another movie. Another TV show that should have been a movie. But to me, it's fine. Like, it definitely took me on the same old journey of Freeway Ricky, but they included details. They kept it pimping. They added some spice to it. They added another 2-3 stories here and there to make it, interesting. The characters are definitely, people that you can get involved with, get invested in, I should say. It's a good show. I like Snowfall. So if you haven't seen Snowfall, you need to go ahead And, motherfucking binge watch that shit. It's a good ass show. FX generally presents you with some thought provoking shit. Like the people versus OJ Simpson, good ass movie. The Gianni Versace movie that they had on there, I really didn't check for that too much. I watched maybe 3 episodes of it and then I lost interest because they was trying to be a little too artsy for me. And the Gianni Versace story, well, the end of his life was not too artsy, if you know anything about it. So I don't know. They lost me with that one. But they definitely had me with American Horror Story. I kind of, you know how you become a fan of something for a long time, like American Horror Story season 1, 2, I don't know. They lost me with Lady Gaga. Like when they brought Lady Gaga on, I was like, the story didn't make sense. I think they were trying to focus on vampires and a haunted motel, maybe. I'm not sure. But the shit was just all over the place. And, American Horror Story usually has a focus. But when they came back and did Roanoke, they got me with that one. I was interested in that. Their take on reality TV. And then when they did The Apocalypse, that was good. I like that. And this 1984. 1984 was like a throwback to the old horror movies, the Jason movies and shit like that. And, I was a fan of those. So 1984 was pretty good. So I can't wait to see what American Horror Story does this year. The show that really had got me and had me like just pull me in and I wasn't expecting to be pulled in was Warrior. It's written by Bruce Lee. It's written by Bruce Lee, based on stories about, I guess based on his stories and whatnot. Let's just say the action in these movies are fire as fuck. The action scenes, the fight scenes, this dude that's playing Bruce Lee is so motherfucking flawless, smooth with it. His homie that got the knives, his homie is nice. All the characters are endearing. You kind of find yourself caring about what the fuck they got going on. Even the evil bitches, you see that, they are double-sided as well. They might be a little evil, but they have a little heart at the same time. Like the motherfucking cop who, I ain't gonna tell you that. But either way, check out Warrior on HBO Max. Fire. I binge watched the whole 2 seasons in less than like maybe a week. Because, I work. But a week is a long time. That's all I did was when I came home, I watched it. When I woke up, I watched it. Like, it is that good to me. It's like a book you can't put down. You want to know how this shit ends. And the way they ended the season, if HBO Max don't renew them or bring them back, I'm going to cancel my motherfucking subscription. I'm just being real about it. The only reason why I got HBO Max is for that whack-ass Wonder Woman movie. And it was double whack. It was not what I wanted, needed, anything in my life. It felt thoroughly predictable. I don't know who wrote that trash and why they did my girl like that. But Wonder Woman deserved a much, much better storyline than what the fuck they gave her. I didn't like the movie. I felt like I was cheated. Luckily, though, HBO Max had some shit I could look at. So therefore, they redeemed themselves. Because that's the only reason why I got HBO Max. And then to discover that they had the motherfucking Boondocks. So I'm all in again. I'm just watching the Boondocks. The Boondocks, Big Bang Theory, Those are the shits I can watch and just drift off and go to sleep to. I ain't even really got to pay attention to. I just want something lighthearted, not serious, no shoot 'em up, bang, bang, in my sleep. I don't know why I got to go to sleep with either the TV or the fan going, but, those are the shows I fall asleep to. Big Bang, Boondocks, The Nanny. Those are shit I can just drift off into Wonderland. But, what else have I been watching? I started rewatching Game of Thrones after Lovely T was talking about it and brought it back to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like Game of Thrones is like one of those shows you start watching and I've watched it before when it was on. I was there every Sunday. I was there every Sunday just like I was for True Blood. It pulled you in. It had you addicted. But like I watched it and ate it up so greedily that now that I'm rewatching it, it's like it's new to me. Like it's like I hadn't seen it before. So I'm on the final episode for the series finale, and I really don't want to watch it because I like after watching the last one, I do remember how it ended, and I don't want to see my girl die. It's about like Sons of Anarchy. If you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, motherfucker, you is slipping. Sons of Anarchy and Mayans are two fire ass shows. Now Mayans is like a continuation of the Sons of Anarchy, or better yet, a spinoff of the Sons of Anarchy. The Sons of Anarchy was so gangster. It was so good. It was such a motherfucking roller coaster. It was well acted. It always brought you some good shit. It was just gangster, gangster, gangster. What you'll do to help your family and your friends survive. And I loved it. But it's another show that I did not like the way that it ended. It really pissed me off. I felt like but in actuality, it was another one of them Shakespearean things. Like if you a reader, right? Because I'm a reader. I used to love to read when I was a kid. And I paid attention in school. So it was never like I picked up a Shakespeare novel or Shakespeare whatever and read it. It's just, when I was in school, you was required to read those type of things. And in certain movies, a lot of movies steal from Shakespeare. Let's not say steal. Borrow the theme. So Sons of Anarchy was definitely, they did steal from Shakespeare. The theme, that is. But the gangster of it all, how it played out, that was all new age shit. But they stuck to the premise of some Shakespearean type shit. But not to knock anything from it, because I don't want to say anything negative about the Sons of Anarchy. I fucking love the show. If you have not seen Sons of Anarchy, please check it out. Please check it out. And if you have not subscribed to my little channel, please do. I will be updating and posting more. Be detail oriented. I'll be more in the mindset of posting some good shit and giving you some good information. I did want to talk about, not necessarily politics, but celebrity news. I might start doing some TV reviews. Because, that's all I motherfucking do is watch TV. And most of my friends don't be into it like that. So I'd be like, shit, I ain't got nobody to talk to about this shit that I'm loving right now, or this shit that I'm watching right now. Like, I started watching a TV show called The Bell Review. No, The Bell Collective. And if you are kind of bored with Real Housewives of Atlanta, you should check out The Bell Collective. It's based in Mississippi. All of them are black bitches. All of them got a little guapo. I think they self-made millionaires. Everybody doing something for for themselves. Of course, Everybody got baggage to some degree. It's like a Real Housewives of Atlanta based in Mississippi, but it's fine. Like it's fine. Like I'm only on episode 2, but as of yet, I'm invested. I see myself coming back. I see myself coming back. Now I know you don't really have nothing to compare it to, but that's basically what you compare it to. I think the website All About the Tea said the same producer that worked on Real Housewife of Atlanta maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago came up with this show. And this show is fire. It really is. Like, I liked it from the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, okay. Some of the bitches are pretty as fuck. One of the chicks is definitely a Nene Leakes. She's a rich bitch. And she's a bitch. But she cool though. I like her, you know. I forget her name. But her son. Okay, first of all, she's a self-made millionaire. I think she built some clinics in Mississippi for mental health. Something like that. But she got 3 kids. A husband that look like he be cheating. Like he up to no good. I don't know. Something ain't right about him. Her oldest son is in college with 4 baby mamas. And she take care of all the motherfucking kids. 4 different baby mamas. Yeah, I said that. No. But she batshit crazy. She is Nene Leakes. Just hood. For no reason hood. But wanna be classy. Want to be seen as classy. Want to be looked at as like Bougetto. But just ghetto. My opinion. My opinion. What else? Oh yeah. Sabrina the Teenage Witch is back. And, you know, I kind of liked the series to begin with. Because, like, you know, I remember Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the TV show. So, it was fire to see them flip it and make it into something new. Like, recreate it, make it into something new. They definitely added some horror to it. Can't say they added no sexy to it, because I ain't find not now nobody sexy on that motherfucking show. But the story was fine. And the special effects. But once you tell me that a show is canceled, why should I go watch the end of the episodes? Like, I have it in my list to watch. Like, I'm going to watch it eventually. But you canceled it. Why should I watch it? Why I don't even want to watch the end of it now? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. And you canceled Riverdale. Netflix, you got some explaining to do. I don't like how y'all getting down. Y'all doing some old fuck shit. But I know I was talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta before. Now, all the blogs was telling me that it's whack, you know, that it's slow since Nene wasn't on the show. And, you know, they was saying a whole bunch of shit. And I was like, I'll check it out, but just not right yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't in the mood for no Real Housewives. Then, when I started watching it, I was maybe like 2 or 3 episodes in. So I was like, okay, so basically, y'all want to introduce these new bitches. Y'all want to catch us up on what happened last year. And let us know what our girls that we've always known, what they doing. I get it. Do people expect fighting and drama off the top? I don't know. But Drew was kind of boring to me. Like, I don't like her and her husband's dynamic. So let me rephrase that. I don't like how he treat her. Like, I don't like how he treat her. It's whack as fuck. His only redeeming quality is he fine as fuck. But I mean, sometimes no ass can make you frustrated. It can make you turn into a little mean fuck. Like, like if you ain't getting no ass on a consistent basis, you know what I'm saying? Then you might be a little bit of bitch. You might be running around here, popping off at people for no reason. That sexually frustrated shit is some real shit. Like, ain't nothing to play with. If you ain't busting on a regular basis, and I ain't even talking about helping yourself release, because that'll help you a little bit. But if you ain't helping yourself release, you ain't getting no satisfaction. Yeah, niggas can turn into mean bitter bitches. And the only thing I heard during this therapy session was, "Bitch, you ain't giving me no ass. I need sex 3 to 4 times a week." And that's normal, right? At least it's supposed to be normal, especially if we married. Even if you're on your period, you ain't gotta do nothing. Let me shut up. But I kind of understood his plight. Even though, he wasn't doing right. He wasn't handling the situation exactly the way it should have been handled. But still, he loved his woman. He loved his family. He's sexy as fuck. I give him a chance, Drew. Don't listen to these hating ass, lonely ass bitches telling you to leave your man. They don't have no man, girl. It's easy for them to say that. They still on Section 8. Your man y'all buying a house together. Fuck is you saying? He's self-made. Ain't you self-made too? Fuck is you saying? Anyway, Drew was kind of boring to me at first. And Latoya Ali was kind of funny to me. Because, like, she was a young, vivacious Nene Leakes. Like, she would just say any motherfucking thing without even thinking. And it seemed kind of mean girlish, but it was funny to me. Like, she has a good sense of humor. The fact that her and Kenya done clicked up, and they like a little couple now. I won't even say a little couple because, that's insinuating some shit I don't know. But they clicked up like they the new freaking frack. I like that. But Drew, on this last week's episode, it grew into my heart. Okay. First of all, Latoya Ali been talking about Drew's wig for a minute. And her wig was fucked up on the first episode. For her first time meeting them, her wig was fucked up. And Latoya was clowning her wig. She had a lot of jokes. Ooh, shit. I think she called it, I almost fell like a motherfucker. I think she called it a chia pet. Not even a chia pet, but I don't know what the fuck she called it. An animal. She gave it a name. It was all fucked up what she said. And then at the dinner that they was having, Latoya didn't show up. All the other girls did. And Portia, being the messy bitch that she usually is not, I couldn't believe she did that. Just came out with the, yeah, Latoya been dogging your wig out, girl. She been talking about you. She been coming for your neck. And Drew was like, bitch, it's a pandemic. The fuck? I couldn't go get my hair laid. I did the best I could do with my hair. Look at Kenya. She arrived looking like she looked. And I accept her. When I tell you that right there, That right there took me motherfucking out. Cause Kenya couldn't do nothing but laugh. Cause you done showed up at this girl's house in a tracksuit, a slick down ponytail that don't even look like it's slicked down all the way. It's a struggle day for you. This girl done invited you to dinner. She got on a 2-piece, 3-piece suit. Her hair and makeup look like she done sat down for at least an hour or two to get beaten done right. You show up in a tracksuit. She said, look at Kenya. That to me was the slickest shade ever. So it warmed my heart for Drew. And there was something else she did. But I forgot what it was. Oh no. Kenya had told her not to tell anybody that she had rented a private jet. And at the dinner, Drew was like, so how are you getting there? So you're not taking a Sprinter though, right? Like we taking a Sprinter, but how are you getting there? She made that bitch tell on herself. I said, Drew, I like you. That's a bitch I can kick it with. Now, I know y'all probably think, because I just thought it to myself, like, why is he talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta so much? I'm high. I can do that. This is my motherfucking house. And two, if I didn't tell you anything about a show, it's because I want you to experience it for yourself. I do believe that a lot of people come on here and they be giving you great details about a show. For me, a good book is about a good book is about discovering the story, letting them create a world for you. And sometimes a good TV show and a good movie can do the same. It can pull you into a place. You know, I remember when I was little, my first book was not my first book, but the book I fell in love with was Great Expectations. It painted a whole vision for me, like a whole movie in my head. I couldn't wait to finish it, to see what happened next. And from there, I think I jumped into The Hobbit. And The Hobbit took me to Lord of the Rings and da-da-da-da-da. You know, I was an avid reader. I like to read. It's like eating. Once you start it, you know, and you greedy, you're going to want to know more. So that's what I think about movies. I love movies. I love TV. If I didn't give you any details, that's the reason. I want you to discover it